Hi guys, and welcome to Biscuits Total War. This is another how-to video. This is actually the 6th video in my series of how to modify Rome Total War. With this tip, you can actually use this for Rome Total War, Barbarian Invasion, you can use it for Medieval, and you can probably use it for a lot of games out there. The whole point about this modification basically means that you can go online, you can sit in the lobby, but you can also pull up the internet, you can be doing other things at the same time while still keeping your lobby screen up, and also you can do single player or online player games, and basically you can be sitting there watching YouTube, you can be sitting there doing a word processing document and doing other things as well as actually playing the game. Usually when you load up Rome Total War, like you can see at the moment, it takes up your full screen on your desktop. But I'm going to show you how to make a small little alteration to make sure that you can do two things. And effectively, it will mean that you can do several jobs at the same time without killing the online game, without causing the game to go dead as per se. So this tactic, or say this tip, I actually got this from the Saints Warband YouTube channel, and I believe they got it from the Greek clan. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to build on what they put out there on YouTube and just basically show you how I do it and hopefully answer any problems that you may have when doing this. But as I say, it's really simple, it's really good. If you don't do any modifications to your own game, this is the one thing to do because it makes the gameplay much better in my opinion. So get the ball rolling. Okay, so what I've done now, I've jumped from Fraps and I've gone on to Bandicam to actually show you exactly what my desktop looks like. So as you can see, I've got the Rome Total War lobby in the background there, but I've also got the rest of the desktop here. So it means that I can be sitting in the lobby, checking out what's going on, but at the same time, I could always jump onto the internet and I don't know, maybe check out some YouTube channels, aka check out Biscuits Total War. So I can be sitting there, you can be watching videos, might want to check out Elite Legionario, check out what videos he's got going on, or you know, do whatever you want to do. Go on Words, go on PowerPoint, go on the internet. Basically, you don't have to sit there with the Rome Total War lobby filling up your whole screen. Also, what you can do, say if you want to play single player, you could start your own campaign. Oops. I'll just quickly get this up so you can see what I'm talking about. There we go. So what you could be doing, you could be playing Rome Total War, the campaign, and basically it's just using up about 1/3 of your screen and maybe 1/4 of your screen depending on how big your monitor is. But it just means that you're not having to just sit there doing one thing at a time. You know, sometimes if you're sitting in the lobby for a long time or if you're waiting for a game to start, it can be a bit tedious, and that's why I like to do other things at the same time. It's not wasting time just sitting there waiting. Normally, if you wanted to switch between the programs, you'd have to press Alt and Tab, but by doing the Alt Tab maneuver, especially if you're on an online game, it will kill the game. So it's all very well doing this on the small little screen, but when you actually start a game, start a battle, what you want to do is have the screen maximize and go back to how it normally is. So I'll be showing you how to do that as well, okay? So what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to jump off and go onto the main desktop. Okay, so to do this alteration, it's really simple. There's two ways of doing it. You may have a Steam version of the game, or you may have a normal disc version of the game. But all you've got to do is you pull up your games, if it's a Steam version that you've got. You basically find out which game you want to alter. So in my case, it's Rome Total War. You right click on the icon, it brings up a menu, you go to Properties, then you go to Set Launch Options. Now when it pulls up this box, your box is going to be empty. All you do is type in -NE, simple as that, and press OK. By doing that, when you load the game now, it's going to load up, but it's only going to take up about a quarter or a third of your screen. It's just as simple as that. So you go to Properties, Set Launch Options, -NE. OK, simple as that. Now, if you don't have a Steam version, or you don't have Steam, and you've got maybe a desktop on your an icon on your desktop, like I've got one here for Barbarian Invasion. All you do is you right click on your icon, again go to Properties. Now there's a little thing called Target. What you want to do is go to the very end of this, and then once you're at the very end, you want to press spacebar, again -NE, and then go to Apply and OK. So what will happen is, on that little target, you've just basically put a -NE, and again that will mean when you load up the game, it's going to load it up 3/4. Okay, so I'm just loading up the game now. Now I'm using Barbarian Invasion just for an example at the moment, but it's exactly the same principle for both the Rome Total War, Alexander, Medieval, whatever game you're playing. So when playing this game, what we want to do is make the alteration so when you actually start an online game or you start an actual battle, you want it to fill up the screen, because by filling up the screen it gives you more of a picture of what's going on. So what I suggest that you do first of all is go to Options, Video Settings, and basically put everything to how it should be by pressing this little button, Auto Detect Best Performance Settings. And then what you want to do is go to Single Player and go to Quick Battle. Let's take a few moments to load up. Haven't actually played Barbarian Invasion in ages. So at the moment you can see the battle started and it's only taken up about 1/3 of my screen, which could be okay if that's what you're happy to do, but I want my screen, my battlefield, to fill up the full screen. So what you do is really simple. Go to press Escape, go to Video Options, and when you've got this Resolution tab, you just scroll that across. Now I actually have mine to the maximum, but you might want to play about with it depending on how big your resolution is on your screen. Click Accept Changes. There we go, and then a little box will come up saying, is this acceptable? And then you press yes, put a little tick, and by doing that, that's going to fill up the whole screen for your battlefield. So now that we've done that, if you then exit and go back onto the main lobby, you'll notice that your screen again is on the 3/4. Well, I keep on saying 3/4, but it's more of a 1/3. If you just go to Single Player again and then go to Quick Battle, what will happen is now, once you start an actual battle, it's going to jump to the full screen, so you don't have to keep on going backwards and forwards and altering the actual resolution. So here we go, it's filled up the full screen, and then when you want to exit, File, Exit, it then takes it back to the smaller screen. And that will be exactly the same if you're doing multiplayer or if you're doing single player campaign. Once you've actually started a battle, it will actually expand this automatically for you. So it's really as simple as that. I can't stress how useful I find this. Every time I reinstall or do any alterations to Rome, Total War, Barbarian Invasion, Alexander, I always want to make sure I've got that NE mods going on at the same time. Just makes gameplay much easier and better at the end of the day. So hopefully that's been okay for you guys. Let me know what you think. And if you ever want to get rid of it, all you've got to do is go back into properties and just delete that -ne, and it puts it back to how it previously was. So give it a go, let me know what you think. If it's been any use for you, leave me a little comment, leave a little thumbs up. Be interesting to see how you guys find it. It's Biscuits signing out, wishing you all the best. Okay, bye now. Hey guys, I just thought I'd add on a little taster teaser trailer for next week's episode. I had a little message from Lord Sloth, or aka Paladin Bob, saying, is there a mod to make Spartans do a testudo? And I've put a little message to him saying, yes, you can do that. You can have Spartans in chariots, Spartans riding elephants, or whatever you want to do. So for next week's video, what I'm hoping to do is put together a little tutorial showing you actually how to do that. And I'll give you a little example of just basically what I mean and how it will look like. So I bring the good old Greeks versus the Romans. Often Spartans are great, but they often get absolutely slaughtered when it comes to archers. And incendiary pigs, well, no one really ever brings them because the incendiary pigs are pretty weak. And onagers, they're usually pretty good, but when you have a cav strike against them, the soldiers are really weak. So what I'll do, I'll just bring a little fun build, show you exactly what I'm planning on doing next week. So hopefully you guys can sit down and learn how to do this. It's something fun at the end of the day. So what we've got today, we have got Spartans with onagers. You don't normally see those very often. Again, Spartans with onagers. Spartans with pigs. Spartans with pigs. And just some regular Spartans. But of course, they're not quite just regular. These Spartans can go into testudo. So therefore, you know, the enemy ever brings archers, you don't have to worry about them because you've got a nice little testudo to keep you guys all nice and safe.